I am continuing my reading. What I'm doing in this series is to read through the entire standard works of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. This consists of the Bible, the Book of Mormon, the Doctrine and Covenants, and the Pearl of Great Price. I am reading in a chronological order of events, not according to publication or volume, so I will be skipping around a bit as I move along. So, we read a little about Ahaziah, the son of Ahab, how he reigned for only 2 years and died in an accident, and his brief dealings with Elijah. But right now we're turning back to 2 Chronicles chapter 19. We're going to read a little bit about old Jehoshaphat, the king in Judah. And this is during the reign, I believe, during the reign of Ahaziah. It's just after Ahab's death. So we get this. Jehoshaphat rebuked for helping ungodly Ahab. He returns people to the Lord, sets up judges, and administers justice. And Jehoshaphat the king of Judah returned to his house in peace to Jerusalem. And Jehu the son of Hanani the seer went out to meet him, and said to King Jehoshaphat, Shouldest thou help the ungodly, and love them that hate the Lord? Therefore is wrath upon thee from before the Lord. Nevertheless, there are good things found in thee, in that thou hast taken away the groves out of the land, and hast prepared thine heart to seek God. And Jehoshaphat dwelt at Jerusalem, and he went out again through the people from Beersheba to Mount Ephraim, and brought them back unto the Lord God of their fathers. Okay, so he's being chastised for going out to battle with Ahab. He's not being rejected by God. He's just saying that was something you shouldn't have done. Now, Jehu, he is mentioned before. Jehu, the son of Hanani. He was prophesying in the northern kingdom earlier. Oh man, I can't remember exactly when now. Hanani was prophesying in the southern kingdom. I believe Hanani is the one that chastised King Asa near the end of his reign. And Jehu is the one that prophesied the death and destruction of the house of Baasha. So now we see he's still alive, and he is now prophesying. Apparently his father, Hanani, might be dead, which is why Jehu was returned to the southern kingdom. But Jehoshaphat is chastised by saying, there are good things in you, so we're not going to reject you, but, just know that was a bad step on your part. And so Jehoshaphat goes out, and he again starts sending out the missionaries. Starts sending out the priests to teach the people. And it says, from Beersheba to Mount Ephraim. Remember before, from Beersheba to Dan meant all Israel, because Beersheba is the southernmost point and the city of Dan was the northernmost point. Now that the kingdoms are divided, Beersheba is the southernmost point of Judah, and Mount Ephraim is the border between the two. And so it's the northernmost point of the kingdom of Judah. So this is, again, a phrase saying he went through all the kingdom. He was restoring all of them, bringing them all back to God, strengthening the faith of the people. Kind of like Alma and Amulek when they went to preach to the Zoramites. The idea is we got to strengthen the people. We got to bring them back to God. That's what Jehoshaphat is doing. Anyways, verse 5. And he set judges in the land throughout all the fenced cities of Judah, city by city. And said to the judges, Take heed what ye do, for ye judge not for man, but for the Lord, who is with you in the judgment. Wherefore now let the fear of the Lord be upon you. Take heed and do it, for there is no iniquity with the Lord our God, nor respect of persons, nor taking of gifts. So he's setting up judges. He's actually kind of going back to the time of the judge. He's still king. He's still the last judge, you might say. So you can appeal from the local judges to the king. But he's setting up what was in the reign of the judges to a large extent. And I love this thing, you're a judge for the Lord. You're not a judge for man. You're executing the law of God. And it says that no iniquity, nor respect of persons, nor taking of gifts. These are you've got to be righteous people. You got to judge on the merits of the case, and you can't take bribes. Good instructions. Well, verse 8. Moreover, in Jerusalem did Jehoshaphat set of the Levites, and of the priests, and of the chief of the fathers of Israel for the judgment of the Lord, and for controversies, when they returned to Jerusalem. And he charged them, saying, Thus shall ye do in the fear of the Lord faithfully, and with a perfect heart. And what cause soever shall come to you of your brethren that dwell in their cities, between blood and blood, between law and commandment, statutes and judgments, ye shall even warn them, that they trespass not against the Lord, and so wrath come upon you and upon your brethren. This do, and ye shall not trespass. And behold, Amariah, the chief priest, is over you in all matters of the Lord. and Zebediah the son of Ishmael, the ruler of the house of Judah, for all the king's matters. Also the Levites shall be officers before you. Deal courageously, and the Lord shall be with the good. I like this. So he has all his judges out in the cities, but then he organizes the priests to be basically the appeal system. That's what this seems to be to me. That the priests are being organized in Jerusalem so that anybody who comes with a matter from another city, they come to the priests. And the high priest is the final one. They are the ones that adjudicate the law of God, because they're the priests. And he's setting this all up. Again, he is going to be the civil authority. He'll be the final judge in civil matters. But these priests are going to be the final judge in religious matters. So if people have a question about how to worship, how the proper way to do sacrifices, when, where, and all that, they can appeal to the priests in Jerusalem, and the priests in Jerusalem they're formed into a council to settle these kind of disputes. And he says, you've got to be careful. Make sure that you're following the law of God. Make sure all your rulings follow the law of God. But they are the final say in all things regarding religious worship. And him as king would be the final say in civil matters. So he is setting up, he's organizing things to keep people on track, keep them reminded of God, bring them back into the right worship, and make sure that there is a way that if there is any question, the people are able to find the answer. Jehoshaphat was I don't think this was done since the time of David. I'm not even sure it was done to this extent in the time of David. So Jehoshaphat really is a great guy. I'm going to leave that here, and we will continue in our reading of the reign of the kings as we go. So I will see you in the next video.